Memorial Stadium. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the USC Trojans. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Catching up with the Trojans head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Trojans' offense will be first on the attack. And we get our first look at Colton Joseph. He is a portal addition from Old Dominion. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the ground to try to move the chains. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. Oh.
Gets away from 1, finds room. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice back.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chomped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
So Wisconsin's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
To the air, it's Hopkins. Here comes the heat. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. The Trojans use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. There he goes, open it up. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Joseph on the play action. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
One thing I love about this linebacker, guys, he's really good against the run, but he's also nice in coverage, too. That time, a cover 2 look by the defense, so he's just playing in space. He's watching the quarterback's eyes. He's able to jump the route and come away with a turnover.
Short gain on the play before he slides.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
Intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. Right back to the well. Pulled down for the tackle.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
All the way back to the 15. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. Hits his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hopkins. They'll run the screen. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. Hauls it in at the 25, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up.
Maybe a crease. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing Joseph. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They go play action with Joseph. Keeps looking downfield. That's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
that's a huge by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball, swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun to give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback keeps it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass, it's Hopkins. Complete, left side, Coleman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Joseph. Here's a heat. This time it's complete. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. On the run, still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television.
Finding some room. Headed to the end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, USC.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. The Badgers racing to the line in a hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Leaves it with the back. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Hopkins. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the Badgers will punt this one away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throwing Joseph. Under fire. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big game. He does it.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Snags it quickly on the left.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Might have a chance. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. The Badgers will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Looking to throw, it's Hopkins. Gets rid of it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Badgers decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Joseph. Bringing the heat. Being chased. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Anderson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Anderson.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. Turning it on. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the 1st down.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they've built the lead here today.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride,
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Joseph. Dumps it to the back. Finds his target down the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Could be an alley. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the 2nd half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Makes the quick grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Hopkins. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB threw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the 1st half. And here they are in the 2nd half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time? They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Offense in a bunch formation. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Defense in press coverage. Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. He'll run it again. Here's got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13.
Number 95, sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out. It's Lockhart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Joseph, under fire, got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Snags it and he's open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He wants to change this route. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. He's going for it all. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Maybe some room here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away.
And that's not a surprise to anybody, including the defense, that they turn and they give it to their running back, who they've been giving it to all game long. Up front, the offensive line, they deserve a ton of credit. Blocked and paved the way. This rushing attack has been lethal, and I'm not surprised that's how they end this football game.
And that's the kind of guy, too, David, you want at the end of the game, because he wants the ball into his hands to ice this thing. He's looking over the sidelines before that play call, and he's like, give it to me, let me finish this thing, and win this game for us, and that's exactly what happened.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
2 runs, and this defense has been physical, giving up absolutely nothing. Palmer, what's your passing play I think you go to here?
No, I like moving the pocket at this point, Pollock, and also maybe thinking about the tight end on a crossing route. You can kind of get through the traffic, come out the other side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Joseph. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this weekend.
That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage.
Is brought down at the 28, and your USC Trojans will take over 1st and 10.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing Joseph. Looking for a huge play. It is incomplete, and now now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All of